Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about this guy right here. This is the Polar H1 Plus. It's an optical sensor. This is the digital review. I'm your host, Mike, and I'm going to tell you why I bought this. I'm going to tell you how accurate it is compared to an Apple Watch 4, what I think about it, and who I think would thrive using it. Be right back. All right, so I want to welcome you back to the channel. It's been a while, and I'm here on location at the gym. I thought I'd tell you guys about this Polar H1 Plus that I bought. So if you guys are in the market for a heart rate monitor, a Fitbit, something for your clients, you want to stay tuned because this video is going to be for you. But like I was saying, I bought this because I recently graduated from my ACE Certified Health Coaching Program. And you know, I've been used to training people before. I've been used to training people in group, one-on-one, etc., online. But the point is, I've never really had to work with either beginners or obese this much, to the point where you have to know what's going on inside their body. So I needed something that would tell me quickly, you know, hey, this is what your client's heart is doing. They can see it, I can see it. There's no guesswork. Either slow down, stop immediately, or you need to push yourself harder. You're right where I want you to be. And when you're doing heart rate-based training, or when you're doing things that could, you know, potentially make someone cause a heart attack, you want to know that. So I was looking for something under $100. I looked at the Wahoo, I looked at the Scosche, I looked at a few Fitbits, I even looked at a few of the pulse oxygenators that you put your finger in, but I guess those aren't very accurate when it comes to activity. They're only accurate when you're sitting, walking, etc. I looked at everything, and after carefully reviewing, I made my choice. I chose this guy right here, just because it was easy to use, it's comfortable, it's versatile, it works with your phone. You know, it pairs right away. You can either pair with yourself or you can pair with someone's Polar Beat on their phone. And when we're done, I can say, hey, send me a screenshot of that. I can unpair, take it, go on about my day. One of the things I also like about it is these bands right here. You know, so again, I can spray this off with sanitizer. I can give you your own loop, or I can, you can bring your own loop to a trial, to a session. And when we're done, guess what? You take your loop back and we're clean. There's no germs being passed. And I just take this guy right here and, you know, going about my business. So I do like that. Now, if you're a swimmer, one of the things that Polar is marketing right now is that there's an actual strap attachment that goes onto your goggles, and it sits right here, and it can tell exactly how hard you're working underwater. I am not a swimmer, but I think that would be a really cool feature. You know, if you're heart rate based and you're, you know, working on your decathlon or whatever you swimmers do, now you got something that you can take underwater with you and say, hey, you know, I got to get work in. You can come up, you can look at the iPad at the end, like, okay, that lap was, you know, aerobic zone. I want to push a little bit harder. So, you swimmers, this is for you. Now, the reason why I bought it was because, like I said, working with clients that are a little bit bigger or beginners, one of the two, I need to know what their heart rate says. You guys out there said that a lot of these optical sensors are great for running, walking, but when you do things like high intensity or strength training, they're not accurate. So my first test was to put my Apple Watch 4 on and go over to the bench, go over to the leg press, go over to the squat machine, and see exactly what was what. And I actually found that this was within 2 beats every time. So if my heart rate was at 157, this might be at 155, it might be at 159. Basically, it was just taking a little bit longer to climb up, and then when it got there, I was on my way down and it started to come down. But every time I found it to be accurate during a strength training session. I didn't have any problems out of it. I would recommend it for that. All right, so as you see here, I'm doing some strength training. I'm just doing some curls with the bar to warm up. And I gotta tell you, this thing is actually accurate with the watch. You know, normally I'm between zone 2 and zone 3 when I'm doing my strength training, sometimes zone 4. And it didn't matter, I was right there with it. Like I said, maybe a beat above, maybe a beat below. But I was pleased with it during strength training exercises. And right here, I'm expecting my heart rate to go way up after a few seconds of doing jumping jacks and high knees. This is where people said you had problems with it. If you got in the 160s, 170s, and it wouldn't record that way, but mine, was beat for beat. I think I got up to like 165 here, and it was at 164. So again, I am totally fine with that. If I was training a client, I would know right away whether they should stop or keep going based on that. And that's all I really wanted to know. So moving on to the next part was the high intensity section. And again, that's the main part of the workout. 15-20 minutes of high intensity, and you're up and down, and your heart can really be going up quickly to where you're in that 90-95 percentile of your maximum heart rate. I did some jumping jacks, I did some high knees, and I did some jump rope. And I think the first time this may have stocked, it may have peaked out at like 157, and I've never noticed that problem since. I get this bad boy up to 171, 172, no problem. 100%, 105% of my heart rate, no problem. So to me, doing high intensity is perfectly fine. One thing that these people say that they don't like about this is how quickly this will be on your arm, then it'll go like that. Okay. So this is what I did to fix that. Just brought a wristband, put the wristband right on top of the sensor, and that keeps it flush against your arm. And boom, you don't have to worry about it turning inside out, things like that when you're doing your high intensity, kettlebell swings, etc. I will definitely recommend you give that a shot. Just go pick up a $1 wristband, bring that, put it right on top of the band, and that'll keep the band flush to your skin. Now, another thing that I've read about that some people said in the comment section was, depending on how dark your skin was, it will determine the accuracy, and I'm sorry, that is just not true. I got clients that are mixed, I got clients that are white, I'm dark, I'm black, and we all have accurate results. And again, I'm comparing it to an Apple Watch 4, I'm also comparing it to a Fitbit. It's pretty consistent all the way through. It does not matter how dark, how much melanin you have in your skin, it doesn't matter, or how much melanin you don't have in your skin, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's accurate. I found it to be accurate in all 3 applications. So take that with a grain of salt, but it is what it is. Lastly, the treadmill, the exercise bike, the elliptical, we're going to call all those one. And we're going to say sprinting, and we're going to say walking, we're going to say moderate jog. All 3 applications, I find this to be, again, accurate, within a beat or 2 of my Apple Watch. And I got pictures to show you, but it might be where my Apple Watch, again, says 155, 160, 162, and this is just climbing up there. And if I'm like done, if that was my goal to hit 162, then my Apple Watch will go down, and it'll be going up, and then it'll be like, oh, and it'll start to go down. So it mirrors it very well. I don't have any problems with it. I think you guys will definitely like this. If you are a trainer, and you got someone that's either non-athletic or a beginner or young, and you want to be safe, look, man, spend $80, get you one of these, get you an iPhone or an iPad so they can see it for themselves, and it's the way to go, in my opinion. It's easy to charge. You charge it up. It comes with another little insert. You just put it in the insert. This right here pops out. So let me hang on a second. That pops out, and boom, you pop that in the little charger, USB. You can plug it right into the cube at your house, and it just sticks out. Plug that into the socket, boom, it charges. Charging time, I don't know exactly how long it charges. If it takes 2 to 4 hours, somewhere there is what I would guess, because it's a small unit. It's like the size of a 2032 watch battery or something like that. So it's a small unit, but I know you get about 4 or 5 days out of it. About 5 workouts, 5 90-minute workouts, so 4 or 5 days. I would be curious to find out how many clients you could get trained in a day if you needed to get 2 of these, and you run one down, then you go get your other one. But I imagine you could get probably 8 or 9 clients out of this in a day and be fine if your workouts are 45 minutes. My workouts are a little bit longer, and there's some instruction time, etc. So it's not bad. It's not bad for $80. It was a good investment. It is Blue Ant technology, so it'll not only connect with your Android, it'll also connect with your Apple Watch. It should connect with all your machines that you're working on as well. And it's a great way to test, the calories burned that the machines tell you versus what your body's actually doing, you know, based on the rate of exertion you're putting out. So if you're someone that's in the market and you're thinking about, hey, I need an optical sensor, I need to be able to you know what my clients are doing, I need to be able to know what my heart rate's doing, I don't like my watch, I don't have a watch, I don't trust the Fitbit, etc. If you're in that market, I would recommend this guy right here, the Polar H1 Plus. It's $79.99 off Amazon. It is a good buy. Pick you up a couple extra bands so you don't have to worry about giving someone's germs or, you know, wearing someone's germs, and keep it moving. And I won't train without some sort of feedback piece, so I'm glad I have it. One of the things I do like about this is that not only does it team with Polar Beat, but you can also hook it like up to 25 or 30 of these up to Polar Team. So let's say you got a basketball team, you got a track team, you got a wrestling team, whatever, and you want to know, hey, I want you guys to train today in this zone and that zone. You can actually put it on an iPad and take that and stream it to a big TV, and boom, everybody can see where they're working at with their name and their account. I like that, and it actually works really well. I like that a lot. So if that's something that interests you, I will give that a shot too. But that's it. That was my review on the Polar H1 Plus. I definitely recommend it. I think you enjoy it. It's worth the $80. From what I'm told, it's more accurate than the Wahoo or the Scosche. From what I can see, it's very consistent, very close to the Apple Watch 4. I recommend it. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Only reason I'm not giving it a 5 is because it takes a little bit longer to detect when your heart rate is up or down, but that's just the limitation of the technology. So I won't blame them for that. If you got any other questions, guys, make sure you hit me up in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe. I got a lot more to talk about. I got a new channel that I'm releasing, all based on health and fitness. So you'll be able to follow me there. I'll put the name of that in the description down below. Something to do with Hilvia Health, whatever. Hilvia Health and Wellness, but I'll put that down below. But check me out over there, support me over there. I'm trying to get as many people as I can in the world moving, healthy, and back on with it. So Coach Mike here, the Digital Review. I'll see you in the next video.